Alright, I should be streaming. Um, Pretty exciting for those of you who show up, because I will be playing Doodle World. I don't know if any of you have actually heard of it. It's a really fun game. It's kind of like a fake mon game, but really interesting. So just give me a minute to set up as always, and I'm going to be soft resetting for a tinted starter. A tinted Vipember specifically. I'm not actually going for the misprint. If I find the misprint, I'll keep it. But tinted is technically more rare for starters, in a way. But anyway, so yeah, so just give me a second to get the link, send it to my Discord server and everything, and get pulled up on my second monitor. So let's see. Where's my dead Discord server? Alright, there we go. Okay. Hi, welcome Abby. Welcome Electra. Electra, also, I don't care if you were quote-unquote first, because technically I was first. So, you're actually false. But you can say whatever you want to make yourself feel better at night. Okay, alright, let's see, how can I, wait, let me click on my channel real quick. Bro, why can't I pull it up on my, TV? Bro, I use my TV as my second monitor. Because I don't have it directly hooked up. Whatever. It's just like, no. He is not streaming right now. Oh, there it is. For some reason, it's behind. Okay. Let me make sure there is no volume. Okay, there is. I should have live chat on. Yes, I do. And I want a I really want a green one. TV, for real. Okay, so I haven't hooked it up to my PC, but my second monitor is a TV, and I'm not even joking. Like, also, there's gonna be a lot of leaving the game. It's what you do for soft resetting. So if I don't have like a backup screen, so it's just gonna go black anytime I leave the game. But yeah, also, let's go Spectacle. But yeah, no. So my second monitor is literally a TV, and I haven't hooked it up to my PC yet because my PC is defective, so I gotta get that fixed. But anyways, no. So I use my TV. It's a second monitor. My TV is a second monitor. It just happened to be cheaper. So they just got me a TV for my second monitor, which is pretty funny because it's huge. It's so cool, I have to say. But I also like my normal monitor because it's like more confined. So I mean that's cool. But I'm really hoping I get a green, a dark green tint or like a green tint, because I really want to name the Vipember Darwin after the Darwin's game snake. I think that would be a really cool reference. But yo, what's up, Jpoke? I'm doing pretty good. I'll have to check my hours, but I think I have like 5 hours and 45 minutes on this. So I've been hunting for a while. I'd have to say that probably like 20 to 30 minutes of that wasn't actually hunting. So wait, so for one whole week you have been soft resetting for a misprint sorter? No, not for a full week. I just started like a couple of days ago. I started like yesterday. I like sat down and I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna like genuinely take the time to soft reset. So I spent like 4 hours on it, which isn't too long. So the snake on the title is a real misprint. Yes, it is a real misprint. I want a dark green tint. So there's tints in this game. Hopefully you know, but like basically tints are 1 in 500, and they can only be found in their respective encounters. So you can find tinted starters, but you can't trade your starter, and because you can't get tints from the I guess the gacha mechanic, whatever it's called, the machine, the roulette wheel or whatever, the only way to obtain a tinted starter is by soft resetting. So therefore, since you can obtain misprint starters through the pay to win, through the roulette, technically it makes tinted starters more rare. For a Glemew, interesting. Yeah, hopefully multi-tint would be crazy. I'll probably actually go for a multi-tint like later on eventually if I do hardcore grind this game, but it'll be on an alt. Bro, stream throws. Oh, dang. Didn't freeze on my screen. If stream ever freezes, then I don't know. Refresh your page, do whatever. If stream ever is like behind, then I would like just use the, you can use like the speed up method to catch up easily. Also, let me know if I found a tent, or if I'm not paying attention, if I found a scribble. I don't plan on keeping a scribble, but I think it'll be interesting. Just seems as hard as Pokemon X and Y. This game isn't hard to get a starter. This game goes by so fast when you're getting, like I know it seems like, I guess the first couple times it seems like it's taking a while, but for me, it's actually really fast. When you, it's just like a lot of clicking, I would say, but that's about it. Like, it's very short to go get your starter. It's probably around, like, corresponding to, like, 4, I don't know. Stack says it'll take around 8 hours. If we're actually saying that it's probably around 4 normal Lumion Legacy encounters, then it probably comes out to around, like, 12 to 16 hours. So... Sorry, I meant time-consuming. Yeah, I would say it's definitely time-consuming, but all starter hunting is time-consuming. It doesn't matter what game you're playing. True. There is a lot of codes in this game. I can't even redeem any, sadly, just because I haven't made it that far in the game. Someone was like, "Hey, can I battle you?" And I was like, "Sure," but I don't have any Mons, or I forget what I don't have any Doodles, and they were like, "Oh." This game is pretty good. Also, I found I showed Seth or DJ, but I actually found a misprint of the opposing of the professor's Doodle, which I thought was so funny. Because I'm not going for misprint. If I get a misprint, I'll take it, but I'm really hoping I don't get a misprint. I'm really hoping I get a 10. So, if you talk to the Golden Robux looking man, you get 1,000 free money. Yeah, there's a code for 7,500. I forget who told me that. I'm really boring, so I don't play a lot of games. Dang. Speaking on like just games in general, I'm waiting for the Danganronpa games to go on sale on Steam because I really want to play those games. Those games look cool. I watched the anime and I heard that the games are like way better, so I really want to play the games. So I won't get the same plot twist, but I definitely in Game 2 I'll get plot twist because Game 2 isn't in the anime at all from what I can tell. POV, Doodle, custom Doodles, POV Lumion. What's a custom Lumion for you? Me, it was Stimulus Straight. Yes. Yes, it was. I couldn't remember if it was you or Ash. Hello. They are. What do you mean they are, Ash? What do you mean by that? Alright. I want a dark green tint. Bro, these games are amazing. I loved watching them. Real. Oh, are you saying like Danganronpa? Those games, yeah, Danganronpa is pretty cool. I heard a lot of people watch a playthrough of it. Should I stream it? Like, I was just gonna play it for myself because I didn't think anybody would want to watch it. But I'll definitely stream Danganronpa when I buy the games if people would actually watch it. Because I watched the anime, so I pretty much know the overall plot. Like, I know what happens, but still, I think it'd be worth it. I think it'd be worth it. Because I can give, like, my analysis, my comparison of it, I'd say. I also want to play I want to play the Steins Gate games. I doubt I could do it, but I would love to see if I can actually achieve the true ending without looking it up. Because I heard how hard it is. I heard you have to, like I want to, like, say, like, maybe if I play the games and I, like, think of how they achieve the true ending in the anime, maybe I could achieve the true ending in the game. But I don't know. I think it'd be really hard. Danganronpa is a pretty violent game, so I'd have to make sure that, like, people know that, like, it'd be a more mature stream. Not too violent. The games aren't really that violent from what I can tell, but it is a very violent concept. So, Glimmew kind of looks like if Meowth and Weevil had a child. I don't like Meowth, but I think Weevil's pretty solid. Pink blood. No, Danganronpa V3 is red blood. There you go. Not all of them's pink blood. And it's the concept, okay? It's the concept. Even if it's pink blood, just getting it across is like interesting. I'd say the Despair arc. So the Despair arc for Danganronpa has pink blood, and it is the most violent arc in my opinion. And people cannot change my mind on that. I think it's more violent than the Future arc, which has the red blood in it, and it's pretty violent. So, I just say overall, it doesn't really matter the blood type. It depends on how the blood is used. And that's in a lot of animes. You can have fight scenes and it be gruesome, but it's not gruesome unless it's impactful. You know, unless it's got meaning. Like, it's not, you know. He's in V3. Interesting. In the anime, they made the future arc have red blood. And I know the future arc is mainly derived off of V3 from what I can tell, but the games are kind of like mixed. They're kind of all over the place when it comes to the anime. So. True. Imagine if I do that. I'll probably do that for a Doodle, but I probably won't do that for a color change, because I'm like paying like heavily attention to color changes. Who was the lucky guy with the white hair? The lucky guy with the white hair? Oh, Nagito. Nagito, okay, so Nagito has good luck, but he has bad luck on other people. So just like, I don't know. Nagito's cool. I like him. He was one of my favorite characters. I'd say he's a lot of people's favorite characters. Is he one of? Nah, don't spoil. I was gonna ask if he's one of the main characters for the game, so don't spoil. Because I want to play the games blind. I don't know anything about the games. I know a little bit about the game mechanic, but not really. I heard the game mechanics is really cool, which is why I want to play it. So. If you spoil, then you're gonna, I'm gonna have to, you know, you're gonna get in trouble. Probably gonna hide you from this channel. Honestly, that's how mad I would get, because I really don't want any spoilers for Danganronpa, for the games. And then the Steins Gate games, I already know the main story, but, V4 win. Danganronpa is not gonna get a V4. I don't think. Wait, does V3 leave on a cliffhanger? I know in the anime it doesn't. In the anime, it's closed. Like, it pretty much finishes. But I don't know if in the games it leaves on a cliffhanger. Don't say whether or not either, because that'd actually be interesting if it did leave on a cliffhanger. They might make a whatchamacallit. I had it in my head, a spin-off. They might make a spin-off game, but I doubt they'll actually make another main game. So. True. I would actually agree with that. All the scribbles are just stupid because they're all bad, but they're meant to be bad. Kokichi? I don't remember that character. I don't remember most of the names, in all honesty. It's been a while. I've been watching Index, a certain magical index, because I finished a certain scientific railgun, and I was trying to get through Index so that I could watch Accelerator. I haven't been going off, like, the list. I looked at a list in the order you're supposed to watch, and I'm like, oh, well, I completely screwed that order. So. Purple-haired evil man? I don't even remember that. Purple eyes? Nope. I don't think he's in the anime. If he's not in the anime, then I don't know about. Oh, wait, no, hang on, I might know who you're talking about. Kokichi. I might know who you're talking about. Let me look this up. No, I don't. Okay, interesting. He's not in the anime. That's a character that's only in the games, I guess. Yeah, I've only seen the anime. I haven't played any of the games. Because I plan on playing all of them blind. I'm just waiting them to go on sale. Dude, they're like $20, and I don't want to pay $20. Like, I know it's a good game, but I can get it to go on sale for like $10. And then I can use, my mom owes me for like a Steam game. So between Steam credit and my mom, I can end up only having to spend like $2 on the game. And I think, I don't know. I'm just trying to save money. Very conservative of money right now, considering I'm saving up for a car. My reaction when I first saw the green arrow pointing where I needed to go. Please don't be the... True. True. Okay, let me just boot up this. There we go. Wait for Steam summer sale? Yeah. Unless they hold a sale before that, but I doubt they will. But yeah, no, I'm just gonna sit on it, because I'll probably buy a bunch of games though as soon as Steam summer sale comes up. There's a lot of games I want. There's a lot of games. I think there's like maybe 8 games on my wish list right now. Is there another anime like that I can watch? I have no idea what you mean by that. Like one that I've seen that you haven't? I don't know. I don't know. Have you seen? If that's what you're asking, then I could name off a few and see if you've seen them. Kind of weird how doodles are made to believe that they are made of paper and crayons, but when you heal them, they use ink. True. Vipember! Nope. Reset. Reset. Doodle World! New area! Yes, I've gotten so far in the game. Also, you should add a counter next to your user. Easy. Yeah, Dami, I'm not changing that in OBS every time. If you wanna find some website where I don't have to do anything and the counter just like triggers, go for it, Dami. Go for it, Dami. I'll just go off of playtime when people ask me, and they'll be like, how long have you been hunting for? And I'll go to the page, I'll refresh, and I'll see that I've been hunting for, what does this say? 5 hours and 41 minutes. Hello, welcome, Eclair Cookie. We're playing Doodle World. Well, sort of. I'm kind of soft reset hunting in it. So, looking for a tinted snake. Hopefully I get one. I can hunt. I'll probably hunt at least till 10. So, that's like 3.5 hours. I'll probably get food before that then. So I wonder if maybe I want to stop streaming when I get food. That'll probably be the case. But hopefully I get it before then. I've been hunting for a while. So I bet I'll get it before then. The game be like, dude, just take your starter and go on an adventure. Soft resets. How about no? Yeah, no, I'm very determined. I'll wait. Like, I'm not gonna just give up on this, cause like, I figure maybe I'll go for like, I'd go for a while before I just gave up. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What was something that I spent an insanely long time on? Well, okay, I've spent over 10 hours hunting Shiny Palkia in Pokemon Shining Pearl. I haven't gotten it, so I just kind of put a pause on that game for now. I'll come back to it. That's something I want. But I spend a lot of time when it comes to soft reset because I don't find it boring. Like, it's something, I guess, I was really bad at catching things when I was a kid. So I like constantly had to soft reset while trying to catch it. And so things like just soft resetting in general just didn't really become boring for me. Like, I just got used to it. So I really find soft resetting fun. And I'm one of those perfectionist type guys. So if I don't like soft reset, then I'll be like, dang it, I wish I'd done this, you know? So. What's to bolt? Is that another thing I can soft reset for? What is that? Or is that something you can find in the wild? Parsley, stop! Dog's eating herself. She's doing the little nibbles. She's like, no, 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 no. Oh, it's the electric starter? Interesting. Okay. So bolt's cool. I thought about hunting for it. Actually, I kind of want to look on the wiki. Wait, to bolt. Doodle World. To bolt Doodle World. What does its misprint look like? I want to see this. It's just not there. It's not, there's no wiki page for it. There's a wiki page for all the other Doodle Worlds, but not to bolt. Interesting. Okay. Tablet? Real. Oh, tablet. Oh, okay. Tablet. Tablet. Doodle World. Bro, why do I keep spelling Doodle wrong? Doodle World. I keep spelling it with like 2 D's at the beginning. Tablet, Doodle World, wiki. Okay, let me just go to the professor real quick. You have to remember you can't trade your starter though? Yeah, I know that. I know I can't trade my starter. Why? I don't plan on trading my starter. Simple enough. Doodlepedia. Okay, Doodlepedia. What do you have for me, Professor? Oh, it was an autocorrect. Interesting. So bolts. Oh, it is spelled with 2 B's though. Wait, what's the gold version? What's the prestige skin? What? What is prestige? Huh? Can someone explain to me what prestige is? And misprint prestige? That's cool. I found the wiki. It's not that hard. There's a separate wiki. There's a separate wiki from the official wiki that has all the misprints on it. It's mastery like gammas, I think, to get prestige skins. Interesting. So what, do you like get to redeem it on a doodle, or do you get it for like every doodle? Like, how does that work? Because it sounds like it'd be something you like get to redeem like for a doodle, and not really something you get for like all the doodles, which would make sense. Here, let me like move some stuff so I can actually see your comments right away. Okay, there we go. Prestige skins are like this game's versions of gammas because you need to complete tasks to be able to encounter them. Interesting. Wait, so how would you get a prestige of the starter? How does that work? Because you can't complete the... Can you get it from roulette? Yeah, how does that work for starters? Because I would assume that you cannot. You gotta butt it? You gotta buy it? What do you mean buy it? Like, does it just cost gems? Interesting. After completing the start mastery, you'll be able to get it from the spinning wheel? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Wait, so if I get a tinted and I convert it to prestige, will it be prestige tinted? Or no? Because I know it applies to misprints, but I don't know if it applies to tinteds. I would assume it applies to tinteds if it applies to misprints. Yes, sir. Interesting. Okay. Can one of you send me some pictures on Discord of different prestiges? From what I can tell, it's just like a shiny feature, isn't it? Like it just adds the stars, but... Also, do you know that very few tinted Vipimbers exist? From what I can tell, only around like 4 or 5 exist right now. Which is surprising. It's really surprising in my opinion. It's just gold? Oh. Interesting. Wait, so it would just be... Bro, that'd be so weird. What? I don't want that. I'd rather have like an actual tinted design, I think, than a prestige. I mean, a prestige would be a cool label, but like... I don't know. Oh! You have to purchase more starters. Interesting. How much do starters cost? How much do starters cost? Because I could do the math. Let's see. $40 Robux. Wow, that's expensive. That is expensive. Dang. That's pricey. That's pricey. Also, you don't have to repeat things. I'm seeing your messages. It's just remember there's stream delay, so. So 40. Wow. Yeah, no, I probably wouldn't want to hunt for that. Oh well. But Electro says it's also available on the spinning wheel, so that'd be cool if I pulled one from there. It's like 1,000 Robux. Imagine I get something rare in the spinning wheel and there's like 5 minutes left and I don't have Robux. I'm like trying to buy Robux as fast as I can. I'm like, Mom, I'll pay you back later. I'm just like using your credit card. At that point, I'd actually probably whoop out my debit card. I have a debit card that I save for moments when I don't need to buy stuff. When I need to buy stuff with my own card, or like if I need to do it fast. So I'd probably just whoop out my own debit card. Nah, but I haven't spent a single dollar on my debit card, or like using my debit card. I got it as a birthday gift, and it had $25 on it. haven't spent a single dollar. And the reason is because I was like, if there's ever something I want to buy and like I don't want to buy it through my mom's thing, I'm sure y'all can see where I'm going with this. I would just use my debit card and order it to my house. I'm like, I got $25 on there, so I mean, I could probably buy something, but it probably won't come to that. I'll probably just use it something like that, something on like something random, but I just see it as a waste because I'm like, well, it can apply to more than one thing, you know. So like, if I can use, like, if I can just like, what I do is I just like use my mom's money and then I just pay her back. Like, if I can just pay her, when I say pay her back, I mean like immediately. Like, I'm not like, trying to get the money. Like, I have money. I just use my mom's payment source to pay for things online. So, but that's just the thing. Like, if I can use my mom's and then just give her cash, like, I'd rather do that. Which I have a ton of cash. I should invest in Bitcoin. You're not checking the other starters? You can't see them on the screen. You can't see it on the screen, can you? If you can, send me a picture, because I don't believe that. I've never seen it appear on the screen, and even Dami said that you can only see it within the battle. Plus, it doesn't really matter, because it's not like I really want any of the other starters. I've seen all their final evolutions, so I really don't know, like, why. I mean, if you know something I don't, then please tell me. Please tell me, because as far as I know, you can't see it, but it's the same as Lumion Legacy. Like, you can't see it till you get into the encounter. Because otherwise, I'd just leave the game right here, but I'm not. Like, I actually have to go on the encounter. And from what I've seen, that's what people also do for misprint hunting. So, like, why would it apply to misprints that you have to go in the battle, but not to tinted? So that's just also something I'm thinking. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. So why do y'all use private servers? Is there like something special about private servers compared to normal servers? I know Stack doesn't really use private servers, but I've like seen a lot of other people use private servers. So I don't know. I just feel like you'd want to be in a public. It doesn't exist. The Doodle World Wiki is really new. There's like no administrators for it. Like, if there was a PvP side of Doodle World, then I'd probably take over the wiki, like that side of it, but or a value side of it, then I'd take over that side, but there's not. So I don't really care enough yet. We just use them because why not? I guess. I don't know. I guess it's definitely not helpful for me because that would be too much work. Bro, there's just someone invisible right here. They're just spending money on starters. You like doing PvP? I'll probably make like PvP sets and stuff for this game. Especially since it's really easy, so. Vipimba. Nope. I love how Ash just dipped. Ash was like, dang. He was like, what anime should I watch? And then he just left. He like didn't even give me a chance to like ask him more about what he was asking. Or he's playing the game, which I find interesting. Dev used their powers of control over the game to ban values, and most people are happy about that. What do you mean ban values? Like, I'm happy about it for now, but I really don't think it's gonna stay like that. I don't think it's gonna, like, I just genuinely don't. I don't believe it's gonna stay like that. It's highly unlikely. It's like, here, let me put it into context. It's like playing, how can I, I don't know. I gotta think of a good comparison. The game should give you another misprint opponent. Easy. That'd be funny. I want to see a tinted of the opponent. Well, yeah, okay, but Lumion Legacy, they don't exactly quote-unquote support values. I mean, they do a ton of stuff that ruins values, like bring back the Cosmere event, bring back Icicle, different Icicle colors. Like, it's not really, like, even if they say they don't support values, it's gonna happen, you know? People are gonna be like, oh, this thing's more rare than this. I mean, you think of Misprint Chronos. Misprint Chronos is literally, a misprint mythic. So, like, of course it's going to have a lot more value than other things. Hence, that's already the start of a value list. Boom. Misprint Chronos is ranked higher than all the others. 2 Tinted. Boom. Ranked higher than Misprint Chronos. Like, it's going to happen. Well, not necessarily 2, but, like, 2 Tinted's, like, I guess for a route rare, etc. It's going to happen. I would place a bet on it. Values don't matter in this game because of the wheel. I disagree. The wheel is a not very, but it is a pay-to-win mechanic. So you think of the wheel as a pay-to-win mechanic, semi-pay-to-win. It's not fully pay-to-win. Welcome, Sebastian. We were just having a heated debate about whether this game will derive into a value list. The wheel still has its odds. And plus, even if you roll the max, I mean, what are the odds you'll roll the 1 in 1,000 that Misprint Chronos shows up on the wheel, right? Boom. It's more rare to show up on the wheel than any other thing. And what does that mean? It means it's higher ranked value-wise. Hence the start of a value list because it is more rare than all the others. I'm just saying. It's going to happen. And you can't get Tinteds on a wheel, making 2 Tinteds also extremely rare. And I don't believe 3 Tinteds has been found yet. Maybe it has been. But eventually when it is found, I mean, those things will be insanely rare. Because they're essentially just color stacking. It's just color shading stacking. But I do believe that this game will eventually have a sort of values. Even if it's only for the rarest things in the game, it will have a solid value that people come up with values. Because it's the community that comes up with it, not necessarily the developers. All my wheels pulls were trash except for one. Interesting. Stack has gotten decent wheels, but that's because he just spends a ton of Robux on his wheels. He got a misprint starter from one of his wheels. I don't know. I haven't really checked out the wheel. He's also gotten a ton of, like, hidden abilities from the wheel. What is this guy doing? Who is that? Salty. It's that guy. Salty the bagel? Salty the hedgehog. Huh, interesting. Are you gonna try the wheel, Jpoke? Of course I'm gonna try the wheel. Who wouldn't? But I'm just, you know, I kind of can't try the wheel until I actually have a starter, so I gotta keep hunting for this thing. The steak starter misprint is really cool. It is cool, but again, I really want a green tinted so I can name it Darwin. That would just be such a cool reference to Darwin's game. That anime is really good. It's not the best, but it is probably one of the best. It's one of the best. Is it psychological? I wouldn't really say psychological, but more like action. Its action scenes are really good in my opinion. I really like them. So just calls it the wheel. Okay, I've called it the gotcha thing. That's all I've called it. I've said the gotcha thing, and then I've also said the roulette thing. But I haven't ever really called it the wheel. I guess that would be a better name to call it than the gotcha thing. Because then people think I'm like talking about like some gotcha life thing. I don't know, who knows? This music is actually pretty vibing. Like, I've been through it so many different times, and I still enjoy it. I don't know. And then the original music is just like pretty soothing. It's like a lo-fi music. Yeah, the roulette is its real name, but I think everyone just calls it the wheel. The wheel. Such a menacing name. Such a menacing name. Professor wants to battle. Vipimba. Nope, reset. Trade with others. Start your story. Just the Doodle world things. I feel like I need like a background so like when I just leave the game, my screen just doesn't go pitch black and people are like, he died. That's actually what Electro was talking about all the time. He was like, the stream froze, but in reality it just became a black screen because I was leaving the game to rejoin. Also, can we talk about how in the intro sequence our mom has like an epileptic attack? Our Hispanic mom. Like, I'm not trying to diss the Hispanics, but you can clearly tell that that woman is Hispanic by what she's wearing. By what she's wearing with that hair and the way she's like looking at you. Like, I'm telling you. Like, our Hispanic mom is having an epileptic attack. No. She's doing the Hispanic laugh. You know, like where they like, you know, like bend over backwards. You know what I mean? It's okay. I've been to Mexico. I know how people laugh down there. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Hopefully you do too. Yeah, see, Seth knows what I'm talking about. Seth knows what I'm talking about. He gets it. He gets it. Bro, our Hispanic mom is she's just going to town. She's like, see, you can get your new Doodle. You know, but anyways. I'm telling you. That's like one of the first things I noticed. That is interesting. Like, when can we have a game where we get mom customization settings? Like, don't you want to be more user-friendly and let us choose what color our mom is? Like, we don't want our mom to always be Hispanic, okay? Or always white. Like, when can we have, like, a black mother? Because, like, realistically speaking, like, come on now. Like, see, this game's just being racist. I'm telling you. The game's just being racist. Like, see, look at her. Look at her. She even knows. She's giving you that blink winning smile face. Actually, no, that's not the winning smile. That's the... Wait, is it the winning smile? It's a smile. Nah, but the award-winning smile, now that's the real deal. Now, me and Spectacle got that face. Yo, Windex, what you saying? What you saying? Yo, Windex, I wonder what's about to happen to yo mod. Windex is just getting mad because he's a Hispanic boy. Bro, Windex, what about to happen to yo mod? I'm telling you. You might want to talk in the chat again. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Bro, that was my dad. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. All good. I'm sorry. Of course, yo dad speaks English. It's all good. Kitty-tastic LD. Isn't LD like a drug? Am I, like, mistaken? When next? Is LD a drug? I feel like I've heard it somewhere that's like a drug. I don't know why am I like why am I so caught up with that? I don't know. It just like popped in my head. I really do. I'm gonna look it up soon. LD? Yeah. LSD? Oh, LSD. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that definitely sounds familiar. Interesting. So that's where I've heard it from. What does our mom even say? I think I just skipped through this dialogue. I don't think I actually read it. I didn't even think... I was like, I'm gonna soft reset for my sword, and I like bought the misprint trinket, and then I just started like soft resetting. Laughing Dave's. Ah, yes. Yeah, I was definitely thinking of LSD. I was definitely thinking of LSD. Ugh. School is so boring. I'm just glad that like I'm finally, you know, just have the weekend. And I almost have spring break. So I'm gonna be traveling for spring break. Get to go to Vegas. Pretty cool. Vegas is pretty far away. Gotta take a plane trip up there. Got a friend who lives out there though, so that'll be fun. Where else do I want to travel to? Trying to think. I kind of want to go to Greece or like Rome. I think it'd be cool to like see their structures out there. I'd still be fascinated to see those. Agree, I got spring break this week. Wow. Nah, I got spring break, not next week, but the week after next week. So I'll be getting out of school Friday of next week to take my plane trip. Well, I just won't be going to school, so it's not like I'll be getting out of it. I just won't be going to school. Get you a birthday gift? Bro, I said I'd get you a birthday gift if you'd let me come visit you. You're only a 4-hour drive away from where I'll be staying. That's pretty late, but cool. It's because down where I live, we have Mardi Gras break. And, like, Mardi Gras break is, like, we get a couple of days off or, like, up to a week off for literally, like, no reason. It's, like, a weird holiday that none of you celebrate. That only people celebrate where I live. So, that's pretty cool. But yeah, when next you let me come visit you? You let me come visit you? I'm telling you, man. I'll bring you a present. You want $100 in Robux gift cards? You name it. I'm kidding. I can't get that high. I'd probably go up to like 25 bucks on your gifts, but that's about it. I'm not trying to splurge on you, man. Gotta be $100+ so easy? Nah, fam. Actually, yeah. Did you know that gas costs that alone? So me traveling out there would probably would probably cost that much. Probably spend that much in gas. So I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. Me traveling out there is $100+. So there's a gift. See? Well, technically, it does meet your requirements. It does meet your requirements. As really flawed logic as it is, it's, you know, you got to be like more specific on these things. When they, nah, buy me $100 in gas. Buy you $100 in gas? Sure, just come down to where I'm staying. I'll just you know, buy you $100 like right there. But for me, but for you, bro, index. What if there was a holiday named Holiday, and on that day you could celebrate any holiday you wanted? That'd be dumb. That'd be really dumb. It'd be so illogical. Sorry, that I know you didn't mean it like that, but like think of it, like Easter is special, like every holiday is special because of the day it's on. Like Easter is special because it's during the time that Jesus died on the cross. Christmas is special because it's during the time that Jesus was born, you know. What's another holiday? Veterans Day is when, like, what, all of our soldiers, like, return from war. Like, I'm just saying, like, every holiday is special for a specific reason. So you should have an opposite birthday. That'd be interesting. Opposite day you were born. I feel like you shouldn't really have one, but it should be like, oh, that's cool. You know, like today's my opposite birthday, but not really like, but people don't say that. You know, I feel like it'd be cool if we said that, but not really like, you know, like we should actually hold a birthday party. Dude, I'm currently deaf in my left ear because someone slapped me and ruptured my eardrum. Dang, they slapped you hard. So is it my left? Yes, so my left ear is, I believe it's my left ear. It might not be. One of my ears, I'm partially deaf in. I am not fully deaf. I'm partially. I believe like I've lost around 30% of my hearing, so I'm only like 70%. I can only hear up to around 70% of what most people can hear in that ear. And that is because I have a hole in my eardrum. It's a small hole, but I do have a hole in my eardrum. And so when my eardrum ruptures, it's bad. Like I don't know how much pain you're in, but when my eardrum ruptures, I'm like, it's pounding, and it feels like my ear is continuously being ripped off. I've had it ruptured like 3 different times, so it's really bad. And I get an ear infection every year, and ear infections are such a pain for that ear. So, sorry to hear that. It's all good. Hopefully, I'll get a surgery to fix it. Soon, but the catch to the surgery is you can't actually have the surgery until a year after your last ear infection, and I've had an ear infection not fairly recent, but a couple months ago, so it's basically become a countdown off of that. So probably I won't be able to get it this summer, but I might be able to get it the summer after. So that's what I'm aiming for, but it's highly unlikely that I won't get another ear infection. But yeah, no, it's the most painful thing I've ever heard. Hi, welcome Faded Road to the stream. I also have extreme small case, very minuscule case, but I do have developing kidney stones. So it's possible that I'll get those in the future. And I've heard that kidney stones are the worst pain known to man. Never truly experienced it myself, but I could definitely believe it. I could definitely believe it. I don't know. I feel like my ear would be more painful, but maybe not. I guess I'll just have to see. It's one of those things I'll learn when I'm an old man. One of those things I'll learn. But I had a ton of messed up stuff with me. Like, I got a facial disorder, too. I don't remember you. Actually, Faded Roar, I do remember you. You went by Bash Platinum. No, I know who you are. I just don't bring you up because, like, why would I bring all that stuff up? I mean, you've been banned from my channel before, so I just don't care to bring up the past because it was really toxic. Okay? And now we're done with that conversation. Bro, my toes keep getting ingrown. Real. No, dude, I literally can't clip my toenails. Like, literally, anytime I go to sit down and I clip my toenails after I get a shower or whatever, they literally become ingrown. And I'm like, whatever. They don't... It hasn't happened recently, but I went through, like, a whole year where, like, they just became ingrown. And that just... I don't know. It just made me mad. Because I wear, like, really tight socks, so it just got on my nerves. I suffer from flawed logic. No, Spectacle, you suffer from lack of common sense. Those are very two different things. Flawed logic is caused by a lack of common sense. So, there you go. Happened 5 times to me now? Okay. That's a lot, but I think for me, it's happened, I've maybe gotten, like, maybe on 20 different occasions I've gotten an ingrown toenail. And it's disgusting. I don't even want to talk about, I'm sure you know, I'm sure you definitely know what it's like, but, you know. You suffer from being stupid as hell? Dang. I'm a genius, okay? I'm gonna be a little cocky about this right now. I'm a genius. But I'm very lazy. And I would say that my laziness makes up for me being a genius. So, I'm just... 20? Yeah, dude, I've had at least 20. I've had at least 20. But... I told you, for a whole year, anytime I would just clip my toenails, I just immediately get an ingrown toenail. And it made, I don't know, it got me pretty mad. I felt like that one guy who just, like, constantly, like, he was like, you cannot stub, did you know that it's physically impossible for you to stub your toe? And then just went, bang, 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 he just started banging his foot against the door. But, that's what I felt like. Had a shiny starter, 5-star in stats. Oh, in what game? Did you know that that the things in this game aren't called shinies? Whoa, Aaron. Whoa. I didn't even know you could get... I mean, if you got a shiny, that's actually really cool. I didn't even know you could get shinies. As far as I know of Tinted and, you know, Misprints. In Doodle World? There's shinies in Doodle World? Bro, I didn't know there was shinies in Doodle World. Also, preferably don't spam, Aaron. I know you probably didn't know anything, but it's hard for me to read the alt chat if you just do that ability. But no. Smart ability, slow start, takes 3 turns to be I'm going for Tinted right now because Tinteds are technically better than Misprints. For starters. Logically speaking, when you think about it, because Tinteds can only be obtained in the wild, you can't roulette them as of now, and I highly doubt that they'll make it so that you can roulette them. So Tinted starter would actually be the more rare version, considering you can pay to win your way to Misprint starter. In my opinion, even my friends agree with that statement. But anyways, so and stat-wise, they'll probably add something considering how easy it is right now. Like PvP viable, they'll probably add stuff in the future to increase stats to make it like to make PvP more PvP viable, like just easy. Considering they don't care about values, why wouldn't they? They literally as of now, the way they're heading with their game, they're doing as much as they can to destroy values having a chance of existing. I bet they still will exist, but right now they're doing everything they can to destroy values having a chance of existing. They're basically saying, hey, anything that would have value, you can pay to win to get. And I like that. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I really like that. I'm not a huge fan of pay to win, but I like what they did using pay to win. So I definitely think that it is a really cool thing. Why is this thing's name red on my wheel? Oh, red means skin? Interesting. Okay, Basher. Just gonna let you know, I have cancer and around 2 through 3 months left to live. So I just want you to apologize for everything. Take care. Oh my goodness, Basher, cancer. Okay, if you have cancer, then why are you just... And you have cancer and you specifically have 2 through 3 months left to live. Why are you on my YouTube channel? What, did you want to be spending time with family? No, I'm not gonna apologize for everything I did. No. Sure, they added chaining, which destroys the values of route rarities and misprint. Yeah, I really like what they're doing. And Basher, like I said, I really, I don't care. Oh well, wow, you're sick. Okay, start repenting to Jesus. Got a couple more months left to live. Now's your time. Start saying your prayers. Nah, fam, if I knew I was about to live, I'd be like, hey, I just want to see my closest family members and stuff and my friends, and then I don't know, I'd probably just spend the rest of the days in peace. I don't know. Now that's actually interesting. What would I do? I feel like I would kind of like not necessarily cut myself off, but I'd get to a point of acceptance because I'm not afraid of dying, like at all. So I really, and I'm not necessarily afraid of pain either. I guess I have a fear of torture, but not really of like pain. So I'd be really interested, like, if I ever got in that scenario. I probably would just want to see it, like hang out with my friends and family before I just, you know, and then like have the best 3 months of my life or the best remaining time of my life. And then like maybe in the last couple of days, I feel like I would just want to be alone. Like I just want to think to myself, you know. That's probably what I would do. I think that's an accurate representation of what would happen. Taurus skin on a Groado. Looks cute. Interesting. Values. Can we exist? Devs know. Back to the Shadow Realm. Speaking of Shadow Realm, Yu-Gi-Oh's a pretty good show. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. Oh my goodness. I loved Arc 5. Arc 5 and Yu-Gi-Oh! Was amazing. Also, have you seen that they have a suitcase just for skins? Like, that's how many skins they plan on adding into the game. They have so many that they plan on adding a skin search feature. I think that's insane. But, I mean, then again, like, they were really common in Project Pokemon from what I've heard, so I'm not really surprised. Professor wants to battle. I want to see, I think he's probably done it, but I want to show y'all an instance where the professor sends out his Mon, or his Doodle. I just call them Mons because, like, I call them Mons in any game. Because, like, I played Nexomon, I've played, like, I don't know, so many different games. By the way, I think about skins, if you unequip it, you can add it to another one, including other Doodles. The evolutionary line. Interesting. No, but, oh, what was I gonna say? Dude, it completely passed my mind. I was gonna say, oh, about the Mons. Like, I've played, like, just so many different Mon games that I don't know, I just call them Mons at this point. Nexomon was by far the best Mon game I've played, and nothing can change my mind on that currently. Oh, you meant to say you want to apologize? Oh, alright then. See ya. Nexomon Extinction was fire! Have you played the original? Have you played the original? I played Extinction after I played the original as a kid. I played the original when I was like 8. So Extinction was so nostalgic for me, getting to visit all the same places with a completely different story. Dude, I replayed the original recently, and I forgot how hard it was. Yes, I did multiple times. I've only played it, so I guess the original twice. I soft-locked myself in the final, Omicron fight. So in the Omicron fight, essentially, as soon as you go past that one guy, the one scientist dude, you can't go back to heal your stuff, and you're locked. Well, I saved after that. So when when I would black out, I could fight him again, right? Well, I didn't realize I couldn't go backwards, so I soft-locked myself because I was under-leveled. I beat the game using, I was using like a cheesy strategy all the way up to Omicron, but because he goes into like every continuous boss, I couldn't do it. So, but then next time I went in and like spent all my money on max revives and stuff, and I beat him first try. It took me like 30 minutes, I think, but I did beat him first try. So. They confirmed the development on the third one. Yeah, I mean, development on the third one was pretty much confirmed from the very beginning of Extinction. I haven't played the DLC, or I don't think the DLC is out yet for Extinction, but considering it's free DLC, I'm super excited for that. with the whole ghost area or whatever, the whole like weird vibe they got going on there. So I'm really excited. And I also have not played the Nether world. I have not played the Nether for the original. So I plan on doing that, but I've just been busy lately, so I haven't done it. I haven't sat down to go through it. I made a Doodle concept named interesting. Did it send out no, the professor didn't send out his. The Abyssal update should be out, hopefully. Yeah, it'll probably take them a while. I was really sad that they decided not to add trading or PvP. I really wanted them to add PvP, but the reason they said they didn't want to add it because then it would cause an incentive to people to hack the game, which makes sense. But I thought it was really upsetting because like people who are gonna hack the game are gonna hack the game anyway. So I feel like why not just add it and just say like this is an experimental feature. Note that please that people may hack the game or like may be hacking in this mode or whatever. Like I feel like that would be understandable because majority of the people playing wouldn't be hacking. So. But I was really sad. But they did say that they will be adding it to the next game. So I will be excited for multiplayer features in the next game. Also, I would just like to say I predicted the ending to not the ending. I predicted the major plot point and the ending to the Nexomon Extinction game. I literally at the beginning of the game when I saw Dina, I was like, oh. I bet she's our mother and that we're actually Omicron's grandson. That's literally what I said to my friend, and he said no. He was like, I don't believe you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, why wouldn't it be the case? And he was like, we literally placed a bet on it. It was like, we placed like a Pixelmon bet on it because we both played Pixelmon together. And I won because I found the major, I was like speeding through the story ahead of him. So I found the major plot point and I was like, dude, this is crazy. You're not going to believe this. He gets to the plot point. He's like, oh my goodness, you're right. You never saw any of it coming? In the original, I didn't see it coming. In the original, I didn't see, like, the plot coming. The original was a pretty straightforward plot, though. But the plot twist in this one, I saw it coming. I just guessed it, because it made sense in my head. And I was like, that'd be so cool if they did it. So, here's how I predict plots. So the way I predict plots is I have a really creative mind, and essentially I say, this is how I would do it if I was them. And if they did it that way, obviously they're right because I come up with the best plot story. So like, not trying to be like, a little narcissist here, but essentially, obviously if they do it the way that, I would have done it, then that's how I predict it. And most of the time creators do it the way I would have predicted or the way I would have done it. So most of the time I'm correct. So it's a really odd way of predicting plots, but it works, because in most cases I'm like, oh, if I created Nexomon Extinction, I'd have it so that Dino was actually our mother and that we were Omicron's grandson, and that sets up for like the final boss fight. Now, I didn't predict any of the stuff with Vados, but Vados was a pretty straightforward plot because it was just like, oh, a boss that you'll have to beat, like nothing really else. Vados was harder than Omicron, I can say that much. Well, not really. Okay, so here's the difference between Vados and Omicron. Omicron is a very stall fight. You have to go into it ready to stall. Vados is not really a stall fight. It is a stall fight, but it is a more brute force fight. Like, you have to brute force your way through it. So I'd say that Vados' fight, and I mean like not the prototype Vados. I mean like the Vados, the final fight. Because the Proto-Vados was easy. But, it wasn't easy, but it was easy enough. So, but anyways. Pretty cool. Nexomon is a really cool game. Nexomon is a really cool game. I thought about streaming that game. I really like Nexomon. But I just don't have any way to stream my Switch yet. The electric starter was the best in Extinction because you could cripple any boss. Yup. Okay, they nerfed that. But yeah, I would assume me and you. So I bought it on release and I played it at like 2 in the morning. I played it as soon as it came out. And so I would assume that you beat the game the same way as me, which is essentially you used Barrier, and Barrier lasted for 2 turns, and then you used the Drain skill to just drain their HP and get yourself to max. Plus, you could do it with energy. and then you had like one attacking move, and that's all you needed to beat the game. It was so broken. They patched it. That was like literally one of the first patches they did, was because of how overpowered it was. But I beat the game in like, I think 8 days, or like 7 days, something like that. It was a long game, especially if you talk to every NPC. I talked to every NPC in the game because I remember doing that in Extinction. So it was a pretty long game. But I did beat it, and I was grinding for like 8 hours a day. So the grinding took so long in that game. I don't know if you did this, but I went and grinded for the cores. I spent like 6 hours grinding for a full set of XP cores. So like all 4 max XP cores. And once I had 4 max XP cores, then I proceeded to continue through the game. Like, I thought Nexomon Extinction, I love grinding, and that's why I loved Extinction. But I definitely thought that its grinding was crazy. Like, a lot harder than in the first one. So, I don't know. It was a lot more gameplay, I'd say. But you have to create a balance. Like, you don't always want to create a balance, like, where it's just, like, you know, just making the game more grindier just to make it longer. There's an NPC in Doodle World, and you jump a fence and get some cheats, and when you talk, they say, how did you even get here? Oh. Interesting. Okay, Jpoke, I gotta go. My mom's getting mad on me. It's all good. It's all good. I'll join back later if you're still live. All good. Bro, the professor hasn't done it. I thought surely enough, he'd get to a point where he'd send out his other dude first. Cheats. Chess, not cheats. Oh, interesting. I thought it was like a legitimate cheat NPC. You like use cheats to get to it. That'd be cool. I actually kind of want to add that in my game. That I'm working on right now. I was working on Insanity, which was a horror game for Techie, but I finally just decided, like, I just want to work on my own. And me and Stat got it set up, so we've been working on it lately, but yeah. Been doing very small things, but we've been getting things done. Like, I haven't coded anything yet, but I'll probably code stuff, like, probably over the weekend, because we were going to model. So, I just got to model a little bit more, and then I can start coding. I need an animator, though. I really don't want to do the animating myself. I think Stack's going to end up doing it, but I'll do the animating myself if I have to. I really don't want to. I'd have to learn a lot about it, and I really just want to stick with coding for now. Nope. Ah, yes, our rival is the classic spoiled brat. Mean kid. Not mean, but annoying. Interesting. Spectacle, I cannot believe that you are spoiling the Doodle World story to me. Cannot believe it. How long have I been streaming? Do you mind putting that in the chat, Spectacle? Actually, I could probably just guess. Probably like around an hour right then. I don't know. I could check my playtime. That's literally how I could check. That's literally the only story I remember. Wow, Spectacle. You decided to spoil the only story you remembered? 6 hours and 25 minutes is my playtime. Come on, surely we'll get a tinted eventually, right? People should honestly donate Robux to me. If you ever want to donate Robux to me, I'll go on Starving Artist and set up a painting for you to buy. Or you could just DM me Robux codes, you know? You should totally give me Robux. Then streaming 1 hour and 3 minutes. Ah, yes. 1 hours. Oh. I wonder what Stack's up to. I think he said he was doing something, so I don't know. Wait, what did Windex get? Dang. Oh, his draws look pretty bad. Oh well. But I'm really excited for my game. For those of you who don't know what it is or anything about it, I'm not really going to spoil what it is yet. to most people who apply to the development team, I just tell them like what it is about. But essentially, we're calling it the Zenith Project as of now. The game name won't actually be that. The group name is the Zenith Project. But right now, we're just referring to it as the Zenith Project. I live where I live. I'm sure you do, Spectacle. But the Zenith Project is pretty cool. So we've modeled some weapons for the game, so I can say that it has weapons. We've modeled some of the buildings. We have the layout for 2 buildings, and I got mad at Stack because he made a horrible road, and so he wants me to model the road. I don't think he realizes that my road won't look good, but he doesn't really care. So, I mean, okay. Like, I guess if he doesn't want a good road, then he just has me model it. Yes, guns, now we can be true Americans. Real. Real. Nah, everyone knows that the British nannies have what are they called? The bayonets, the the long rifles with like the pointy sword at the end of it. They'd be like, "Get out of my household, boys." Now that's Southern. I can't do a British accent. Oi, you lot, get out of my house now. That's like a Southern British accent. If a Southerner and a British had a child. I wonder what would actually happen if a Southerner and a British did have a kid? So, here's my prediction. They would have a British accent, but they would develop, Southern slang. That would be so weird to have a British accent and have Southern slang. I don't think I've heard anyone who's had a British accent and had Southern slang. Actually, maybe I've heard one kid, but that would be weird. Jpokeplayz is British confirmed. I'm not British. I'm Southern, but I'm not British. British, yes. I'm not British. I know. I do have British friends. I have a British friend, and I have an Australian friend, and I have an Asian friend, and I have a Hispanic friend. Bro, I think I have friends in every race, but I don't have a white friend. Now that I think about it. I just realized I literally have a friend for every race that's not white. Why? How did that happen? Like, what? Like, wait, like I'm really thinking about it. Like, I even have a Vietnamese friend. But bro, how did that happen? Huh? This, I don't know. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Maybe I should just get better at making friends. British sounds like a fish doodle, but made out of plates. Interesting. Oh, British. Oh, I get it. Sounds like Bruxious to me. Which is that British fish Pokemon. I don't know if it actually is the British fish Pokemon, but I don't know. It's got big lips. Doodle professor would like to battle. Bruh, how have I not gotten, like, a tint by now? Around 8 hours, I'm probably gonna get salty. Before 8 hours, I'm just kind of like, okay, like, understandable, but, you know, you would have thought that I would have gotten lucky. Jpokeplayz needs to get better friend RNG. True. True. Like, I'm just bad at making friends. Ah, that's not true. I'm not, they're like 1 in 500. Tints are like 1 in 5. Yeah, I know they're 1 in 500. I'm saying based after what I, like, know. I've been hunting for 6 hours and 25 minutes for this tint. Spectacle. But, so, wait, 6 hours, oh yeah, okay, yeah. But, like, think about it, like, it's not that I'm bad at making friends, but I kind of find friends not necessarily irrelevant, but I don't know. I more of think of friends in the sense that, like, okay, so online it's different. Online I'm a completely different personality than in person. But in person I'm just like, meh. Like, I don't know. I think very rationally. And I more or less only think of friends as quite literally like people who are useful or like people who aren't annoying, you know? Like I have a friend, I'd say that I have like 2 good friends. And one of those, we have history together. And then we have a few classes together. We have history. And then the other I have science with. But those are really my only like 2 good friends. And that's just because they're like very like they don't get in the way of things, I guess you could say. Like they're just nice people. Like we can just talk to each other or just have a chat and not like really have different opinions because we don't really like speak about opinions, I would say. I mean, if we do, we're like talking about it in a meme way. Like I would say like maybe me and one of my friends like we're talking about like, oh, I was calling Clash Royale dog water. And I was calling Dragon Veil Dove, which is this like random mobile dragon game that I play. So nah, but the game that be packing, the show that be really packing is Slugterra. If you have not watched Slugterra, people see these people as tools in PvP mods confirmed. Lol. I mean, most people, I'm not like I guess I'm just gonna be honest here. I really think it's irrelevant. Like, if you don't need friends, and what I mean by need is, I mean if in no way they're being useful to you or contributing to you having a good time, then like they're just a distraction and they're not very helpful. Like I'd rather just think to myself most of the time. So there's definitely a few people out there that I'm like, oh yeah, like these people are beneficial to me in the sense that I have a lot of fun around them, but majority of people, that's not the case. Majority of people, I'm just there, and that's just because I'm not a very interactive person. I'm more, unless it's like someone that I like genuinely like love hanging around. But like for most people, I'm just like, okay, like I would say I'm like an observer. Like I like stand somewhere and I listen to everyone's conversation, and that's kind of just what I like to do. That's why I want to go into psychology. Is I find like it really interesting. Like I want to major in psychology. Hopefully, maybe I'll major in sociology. But I'm thinking I want to major in psychology. I'm thinking that'll be the play. Maybe major in psychology, minor in sociology. Am I a good fish? Friend? Yeah, Spectral, you're a friend. I said online friends are different. Online friends are very different for me than IRL friends. Like, if me and my online friends met up and we, like, actually, like hung around each other, then, like, I think we'd have a really fun time. Like, me and Stack, I think it'd be totally cool if we got an apartment together. And I think he'd actually be down to do that. He'd have to become, like, a U.S. resident, but... Because he's Canadian, but I think it'd be genuinely cool if me and him like got an apartment together, because I know he'd be down. So, but I don't know. I do not know. Ooh, this is exhausting. I talk so much that my throat is a little sore. They're pretty sore. I don't have any water up here with me. Yeah, I've been going for quite a bit. I might start up another stream tonight, but when my food gets here, I'm probably gonna go eat because I'm really hungry. So. Stack is, I don't know how Stack got his name. It's interesting. My name is pretty complicated too. Most people just call me Jpoke and not Jpokeplayz. I mean, that makes sense, but I'd say that even Jpoke is a pretty strange name. I made it one of a kind so that I'd really be the only person with the name Jpokeplayz. So. People say stuff similar to Jpoke all the time, like in person. I mean, just random things, and I'll look up every time. Like in person, you could literally just call me Jpoke and I'd respond to you normally. I wouldn't have an issue. My friends did that at one point. That's all they did. They just called me Jpoke, and I thought it was kind of, I don't know. I didn't mind it. I just don't care because it's just another name for me. People just call you Spectral Raffle. In person, most people call me by my real name, but I have gone through a phase where they just decide to call me by my YouTube name for some reason. I don't know why. I don't really care. Names are just names. I mean, as long as they have, like, as long as, like, a name helps contribute to yourself, then I would say, like, I don't know how to describe it. Same Windex is pretty unique, you know? The company copied me. Really now, Windex. Really now. Come on. Dude, I'm gonna be so, I'm gonna be, like, I'm gonna be so, like, I'm gonna have so much mixed feelings if I find a tint and it's not green. Because ever since, I wish Angel and Zach hadn't said that to me. Get a green snake so I name it Darwin after Darwin's game. Like, I'm gonna have to find another cool name for it. Maybe they wanted to see your reaction, whether you would get annoyed at some point. I mean, I would assume that they knew that, like, I didn't care, because, like they know that, like, I don't know. So. There's only a few people, I say there's only a few people who know my name, my actual name. There is only a few people, so most of the people in my friend group know my name, like in the friends chat and everything, but only a few people outside of that, very little, know my name. I think Atticus might know it. He's one of my friends. I think Atticus might know it, and I have another friend who's in my Discord server. Their name is, like, Blake, and they post art sometimes there, and I've known them for a long time. For a really long time. Atticus is my longest friend, and they're my best friend, I would say. The other person. Even though we don't talk a lot, we talk like once a month, but I still consider them my best friend. Just because of how, like, we've gone through a lot together, I would say. Just random. They've, like, known, like, my whole life process. They've known my whole life process. Imagine I get a red tint. I think that would be funny. A red tint on a red mon. That'd just be bright red. I don't even know what I'd be looking at. Even Ion know your name? Even Ion, even Windex, are you trying to say that you know my name? Are you about to make a D's nuts joke here? I feel like that's what you were about to do. I feel like that's what you were about to do. Ion D's, I don't know, it doesn't really make too much sense. Imagine black tint on the snake. That'd be cool, but it'd look like the misprint. Would you even be able to tell if it was tinted? Yeah, I would. Because it's a color change. So, like, what'll happen is I'll notice the eyes and the body are slightly different. By body, I mean, like, the things with the orange palette. So anything that was orange, I would notice a difference on it. And I would be like, oh, okay. I'd pick it up. I'm not just reading the chat. I'm looking at the chat, but every time I enter the encounter, I'm staring at it to make sure that I don't miss anything. Ion is short for I don't know. Oh, interesting. Well, I learned something new. I learned something new. I didn't know you didn't know my name, but I kind of figured, but I figured I also had a guess that maybe you had just heard it from someone or figured it out, so. Stack knows it. Dami knows it. I think that's it. Patrick. No, not really. Patrick sorta knows it. But he knew it at one point. But I don't know if he actually knew it. He just kind of guessed it, and then I just didn't really respond to him. So. Or I gave him the same response I'd been giving him. But that was when he started reading off a script. You know it starts with a... Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious what it starts with, but... With an Andrew. Wow. Someone at school calls me Andrew. They say I just look like an Andrew. I'm like, really? My name is not Andrew, I can say that much. Alexander? My name doesn't start with an A. That's Dami. Dami's an A. Dami, Stack, Ash, all of the above. Actually, I don't know if Ash's name starts with an A. I don't know if it does. I don't think his name is Ash. I think that's just a misconception. I just assumed it is. But Dami and Stack, and I thought there was one other person who are all A's. Are you an A? I thought you were an A. Whoa, I wonder what Patrick's name is. Now that I think about it. I've never actually figured out, you know, what his actual name is. Pretty strange, pretty strange. No, you're a Hernandez, aren't you, Windex? I bet you are. I bet you are. Probably Andrew. No, I think Dami's is Alexander. He says it, so he says it for a split second, but he like blurted out in this one video he sent. Or not really blurted out, but like cut it out. And so I'm wondering if like you can kind of tell what it is, and I believe it's Alexander. Or like you can, yeah, I believe it's Alexander. He's told me it before, but I forgot. Oh, I knew Assorted's name too, at one point too. Because I knew his name when I met him in person, because we were like, well, what do we call you? Like, told me his name, but we just called him Assorted. Oh, it's Omar? Zach says it all the time? No, I don't think Omar is his name. Because I don't remember that being the name that, I talked to him when he was in person. Omar's just something he put on Discord. Omar isn't actually his name. I don't believe it is. I mean, maybe it was, but I don't remember him saying that. I genuinely don't think it is. Omar just puts a lot of weird names like that. Stack just calls him Omar because that was his Discord name. For a while. Yeah. Oh, if that's what you're referring to, Stack called him Omar because that was what his Discord name was for like the... What emoji is that? I can't tell. Dude, my TV quality is so bad that when you post emojis in chat, I cannot tell what they are. But yeah, no. So, like, he literally, like, his name on Discord was Omar for a while. We could just ask him. But, like, is your name Omar? He'd probably just cap and say yes. Or something like that, I don't know. That eye looks like it's, like, being torn apart. Like, that's how bad the quality is. It's a lobster or a shrimp? Okay, thank you, Spectral, for classifying. He'd probably cap and say no. Bread. Okay, I don't know this music. I was like, I'm gonna hum along to it, and then I just completely butchered it. You would have think by the amount of times I would have heard it, I can like subconsciously sing it. Nope. Not true. Is the professor gonna send us out first? Nope. I'm just waiting. I want the professor to send his out first. As I've seen him do it before. It like gets me every time. I'm like, what? Jpo, do you like bread? Yeah, I eat this thing called a mayonnaise sandwich. And it has it's a sandwich with mayonnaise and some meat. I forget what, like bologna or something. I don't know. And that's it. And cheese. And it's good. It's good. It's a really good sandwich. Really good sandwich. Really good sandwich. Honestly, I wonder what show I should watch next. Probably Naruto Shippuden. I'm still working on Naruto. I'm watching it in my free time. I should start watching Index again, because I finished the explaining the arc I was on to my mom. I like explained to her like I explained to her like all the Railgun arc. My mom just sits there and like listens to like every anime. She even watched an anime. What anime did I have her watch? She watched What did she watch? Oh, she watched The Classroom of the Elite, which was a pretty good one. It was boring. It was really boring, but the ending was worth it. And like, my mom agreed with me. The whole anime is just boring, but the last 2 episodes are just so good for like no reason whatsoever. It wouldn't have been as good, and it's because the whole first season is basically build up. But that's because they were building up for the next season, which comes out this year. So I'll be excited for that. Or they at least confirmed it this year. I believe it's coming out this year. So I'll be excited for that. How do doodles stand, live, or heck even eat if they're literally flat paper? Hey, Spectacle, don't be dissing my man. What was his name? Stanley, the flat Stanley. Don't be dissing my friend Flat Stanley. Like, bro, Flat Stanley is literally made of paper. He's flat and he can eat, survive, and walk around and stand. Like, bro, why you dissing my boy Flat Stanley? Did you not read any of those books, Spectacle? I would have thought you would have learned from your elementary years. Would have thought you would have learned. For real. See, Windex gets what I'm talking about. Bro, my favorite was Flat Stanley and his magic trick, where he like pulled off this magic trick. He had his brother pull off a magic trick, but it was like a fake magic trick, and then he like helped pull off a real magic trick with his brother. So for the first magic trick, his brother like used a deck of cards that was like all 7, the diamond of 7, and then he like was like, what card? He was like, pick any card, and the guy like picked the 7 diamond, and then he was like, your card was a 7 diamond or whatever, right? But then for the next trick, he used an actual deck, and he had Stan Lee, the Flat Stanley, Invisible Stanley specifically, turn invisible, go behind him, and tell his brother what card the guy had, and so then he like was like, haha, this is your card. Bro, I read a whole book about how Flat Stanley, Invisible Stanley, helped his brother become a magician. Flat Stanley? Oh my goodness, you need to read the Flat Stanley series, boy. You need to read the Flat Stanley series. Also, welcome back, Electro. Bro, Electro, surely you've heard of Flat Stanley. Like, that'd be the most fire show you've ever seen. I mean, not show, I mean book series. Custom Jpokeplayz Lumion win? Nah. I'll have a custom skin in my game, though. Sort of. Not really. My custom skin will probably not, like... it'll be different from the other developers' custom skins, because I don't want it to be, like, custom, like, extremely custom. So, but I am making a game. Known as the Zenith Project. Windex knows about it. Windex, you spoil anything, and then, off with the head. Off with the mod. That's what I'm saying. The 50 mark on the Glam Mute chain. 50, what does that divise it into? Let's see. 50 makes it go down to... let's see. The odds are 50 out of... Well, you don't have the Game Pass, I'm assuming, so it'd be 50 out of 4,000, which... Wait, let me see. So, for now, for you, it becomes 1 in 80. Interesting. Good odds, good odds. Bro, there's guns. Oh my goodness, Windex, you spoiled. Nah, we leaked a gun in our game. It is fire, bro, I'm telling you. I read it in 1st grade, so I beat you to it. 1 in 80 for what? You have a chain going, so 1 in 80 for your, misprint, to get a misprint of the Glam Mew thing. Every time you encounter it, you have a 1 in 80 of getting it, and keep killing. But you said your chain reached 50, but yeah. I just did the math real quick. Unless you have the misprint Game Pass, and then it's 1 in 40, but... It's because every time you kill it, your chain goes up by 1. And, like, what I mean by that is it actually raises your base odds. So it's like 1 out of 4,000, for example. It raises it to 2 out of 4,000. So then, obviously, you divide it, and that stacks up really fast. Okay, yeah. I mean, 1 in 80 isn't bad at all. That's pretty solid. But it'll only get better and better and better. That's for sure. I'm probably going to hunt for something common, I guess, as my first, like, misprint. Probably not gonna hunt for like a route rare or anything, cause like I don't know. I'll plow through the game and then I'll just hunt for something common. Booting, setting up colors, retrieving Doodle data. Almost finished. All done. Bruh, still no Vipember. Here, let me refresh the page. I want to see how many hours I've gone towards this thing. We have 6 hours and 50 minutes. I'm hunting misprint Glimeo because it's probably looks cute. You don't even know what it looks like. I feel like I'd look up most things. I don't like going blind into things because I'm like, what if it's only slightly different and I just miss it completely? The only thing that I went in blind for was Shiny Dreeby and Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I got it on my 3 hours in. I got Shiny Dreeby. Bro, I gotta blow my nose. Bro, nothing's coming out. Okay, there we go. Got it. My nose doesn't blow normal like other people. I wish it did. But it doesn't. There's no images anywhere from it. What Misprint Glimeo is? Looks like. Yeah, okay, so I bet there is. So there's a wiki that's like not the official wiki that has like almost all the misprint images. Just saying. So you could probably find it through there. You just have to get to that wiki. It's a really weird wiki because it's not the official one, but somehow it has all the misprint images, and it's like better than the actual wiki. So I saw one guy who's been hunting for the misprint of this thing for like so many hours. Like I couldn't do that. I'll hunt for the tinted. I'll hunt so many hours for the tinted, but not for the misprint. The odds of that, 1 in 2,000. Like, you can't even use boost on this part. Not that you would really want to use boost, but still. There's no images for what misprint Glimeo looks like. Oh, wait, no, I already read that. Sorry, I just blanked out. It's still up on the screen. I'm probably gonna give all my actual like misprints and stuff that I like anime names, I think, for this game. I don't really name things, but when I do, I pick a theme. So I'm probably just gonna go with like different anime names. I wonder why they have that loading feature. It'd be a lot faster if they didn't. Send out Vipember. I just see Jpoke join my server 3 times in a row. Yeah, I've been streaming. Been hunting for the tint of this thing. Tint or misprint. I mean, like, I genuinely, I'd prefer tint, but if I get a misprint, then I'll take the misprint. So, because tints are only 1 in 500. Like, I know misprints are more rare, but technically they aren't for starters. And I just think a tinted one would be cool. So, because there's very few tinteds in the game. So I'm just trying to get a tinted of this Vipember. Because it is a bulky mage. Or at least that's what they classify it as. Shrek. Is that Shrek can rap? It is. I wondered why I kept seeing them. Almost finished. My throat is so sore. I'm really gonna have to take a break here soon. I think I've decided that whenever I get my food, I'm gonna take a break. And then maybe stream again. But possibly, but most likely not. I was kind of hoping I could hit 8 hours of playtime before so it'd be like another hour and 10 minutes before I stopped. Because that would have meant that I would have hunted for like, I don't know, like, I'd have to time it. But if we're averaging that 1 minute is an encounter, which is 1 minute an encounter? It might actually be 2. Me when I reach 100 gold meal in my chain, sacrifices. True. Let's see, 749. So 748. So if it raises to 750 my time, then I will know that it takes at least 2 minutes. I'm watching the clock. I think it does. I think it does take around 2 minutes. Oh no, okay. Takes around like 1 minute and a half, I guess. Yeah, because then I just close out the game here. Okay, so it takes around 1.5 is what it is. 1.5. Well, no, 1.5 isn't accurate because seconds go out of 60. Interesting. But it takes around 1.5. So I could probably just get my results and then multiply them by 1.5. Yeah, that actually sounds good. Because that'd be accurate. Wow, you failed to catch a Glubby? I want to calculate. So if we're averaging 1.5 for every encounter, then, and we're saying that 500 is what we need, then let's see. So 500 times, so that'd be 500 minutes. So 500 times 1.5 is what we need. And then divide that by 60. 12.5. Dang. Yikes. So 750. Thank you. Okay, but so 750 comes out to around like Alright, I got my food, so I'll probably get off in a minute. It's out to around 12.5 hours. Wow, this is not my day. Oh well. Feel like the legendary catch rate is very low for legendaries in this game than in LO? Maybe. Dang, so on average it takes 12.5 hours? Okay, to get a tinted? Wow, I don't even want to know how long it takes for a misprint. That's crazy. Because we're averaging 1.5 minutes, so that's assuming I'm going full speed. That's like saying that, like, oh, okay, I left now, and then I just join immediately. Like, that's insane. That's genuinely crazy. Wow, okay. This orange chicken is good. Okay, yeah. So, let's see. Let's get to 7 hours of playtime, and then that's where I'll call it quits. Misprint would probably be like 16 or 18 hours. No, not true. This is 1 in 500, and that comes out to 12.5 hours. Misprint would come out to around 50. Misprint comes out to around 50 hours. 40, yeah, so because you do 12, yeah, comes out to around 50 hours. Exactly. Like, I knew people spent like 9 hours per stream hunting this thing, but I did not realize that's because it legitimately took that long. Like, I thought they were just having bad luck, but no, it takes us so long, which is crazy. And yeah, spectacle, basic math. because you think misprint is 1 in 2,000. With having the pass, it'd be even longer if you didn't have the pass. And 2,000 is 500 times 4, so obviously you just do 12.5 times 4, and that comes out to 50 hours. So, yeah, definitely. See, look, the professor sent out his first. I wonder what causes it to do that. Like, what decides it? I wonder if there's, like, if that's an indicator of something. I'd actually be curious. Hang on. Switch, stats, size, 101%. Interesting. Since when is that logical? Since when is 101% logical? Can someone let me know? You'd rather stick to chaining for misprints? Well, nah, but this is how you get the best misprints, I'm telling you. Can't chain starters. That's why I want a 10 into this thing. I think it would be sick. Come on, dark green, dark green. Alright, I've hit 7 hours, so I'll probably finish this up and then come back to it later. So I got like 5.5 hours left. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, I've already gone 7 hours of hunting, so it's not like insanely crazy. I mean, it's less than halfway when you really think about it. But I did definitely enjoy talking. I did enjoy talking and just chatting about random things. But my voice is really sore now, so it's really hard to just like talk or like say stories or whatever. I wonder what that thing is. I asked Dami if it was in the game, and he said no. So, maybe it is in the game, but maybe it isn't. Almost finished, all done. I wanted to check the size, that's what I wanted to do. Pink or yellow tinted Glimew wouldn't be that bad also. Interesting. I mean, if you catch it, it keeps your chain, so technically you could catch it tinted and then keep going, from my understanding. Or unless you have to kill it, but I didn't think you did. Alright, let's check the size of this thing. Was that just like a... No, okay, so it's always gonna be 101%. Alright, well, I'm going to call it quits here. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream, but I've got some food to eat. I might be streaming a little bit later tonight. I'm not gonna hold myself to that, but if I do, I do. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If I do stream again, it'll definitely be with another person. And not just myself, because my voice is definitely raspy. So I'm going to eat and just relax for a bit. And then, yeah, I'm gonna just head out for now. So thank you guys for coming out to the stream. Plan on posting some more content like this. So if you enjoyed the game or enjoyed just, like, chilling with me, definitely subscribe and recommend me, to your friends and everything. I'd love to have more people in the chat. So see ya.